Today is gonna be the day you're gonna put it back to you. Find out you should somehow realize what you like to do. I don't believe that I'm here, but it feels a way to about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, and the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, and you never really had the time. I don't believe that I'm here, but it feels a way too about you now. And all the roads we had to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're the wonderwall. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never bring it back to you. Oh. But by now you should have somehow realized what you like to do. I don't believe that everybody feels the way I do about you now. Because maybe you're gonna be the one who saves me. And after all, you're the wonderwall. Because maybe, no, because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall.
It's okay, little girl. It's okay, little girl. For those of you who are, I know my daughters. This is my oldest daughter, by the way. This is Gianna. I know my daughters have social media out there. I know they have Facebook. I know they have YouTubes, and you know, but I just refuse to go to them or look at them, for the simple reason that, you know, if there's something that you want your father to see, then you send it to me to see. I'm not going to be Facebook investigator or YouTube investigator to backdoor your life. You know, I deserve more and I deserve better than to be confined to sneaking and looking at, you know, how you live. You know, I haven't spoken to my daughter in over 20 years. You know, so when my youngest daughter, when I was in New York, you know, who went Gianna'S, when I talk to her, when we get together, she says, I don't want to talk about my sister. I don't want to talk about my family. And I'm thinking, look, girl, do you hear what you're saying? Your sister is my daughter. Your family I created, and you don't want to talk about what I created. You know, so it's kind of comical to me if it wasn't so sad. So anyway, this one rare time I was with Gianna, with Janelle. Janelle says, I want to show you something. And she showed me this video of Gianna singing. And I cried. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just so much, I could do for her, especially now or then when she was venturing into music. You know, I had her come to a pre-Grammy party with me one time. I'm not going to go into much about that. Hosted by Vonney Sweeney, the founder of the pre-Grammy party, who was the godfather, soul, Mr. James Brown's personal confidant and manager and editor of his magazine called The Truth, that I was the East Coast representative of. And I wanted her to come at least one pre-Grammy party. You know, so this way, if she ever decided to make something of her professional career, I think at that time she was into acting or whatever. You know, I wanted her to be able to say that she was at the pre-Grammy party hosted by Vonney Sweeney. So yes, so that's what I wanted to do for her, and I'm glad she was able to come. She took pictures with a lot of celebrities that she has no idea who they are because of the world that she's living now. You know, that exclude that mostly of her other half heritage. You know, but anyway, that being said, so when I saw this video, it brought tears to my eyes, so I thought I would share it with you. But that's not what I come on here to talk. I also did a whole three long recordings talking about my mother, because my mother just had her 90th birthday, so I wanted to tell them about their grandmother, and tell you, about my mother and what have you. Maybe I'll get courage to post it one day. But anyway, I'm not finished yet. I was interrupted. But that's okay. But hold on a second. There's something I want you to hear. Greetings, everyone. This is Gerard, editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul Magazine, aka S.G.I.B magazine. That stands for Soldiers, God Intentions, Believe That. And everyone should be soldiering for something. A dream, a goal, an idea, a trend, or something. And owner of PBG Productions, stand for Photos by Gerard, the best in freelance publicity photography. And owner of the Burrow Corporation, BERYL, the not-for-profit entity of me, that stands for Be Ever Remembering Your Love. Well, I'm in Cebu, Philippines. It's in the G hours of the night. I am walking Helen. And Teddy Pendergrass, whole town is laughing at me. Seems to be about the appropriate song to play right now. Or maybe I should say the whole country is laughing at me. Let's listen to a little bit more of Teddy. And only if I've been just a little more kind. How many of you remember Jesus Christ Superstar? The movie that starred Ted Neely as Jesus Christ. It was a musical regarding the life and death of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Well, I worked on a project with Billy Preston in a movie called Blame It on the Night. You probably can find it if you Google it, where Billy played pretty much himself as a musician with this one band, and also starring Michael Wilding, who was Elizabeth Taylor's son. And Ted Neely actually did the vocals for the lead star, because of course he could not sing or couldn't sing as he had been needed to playing that role. The reason I mention this is because there's a scene in Jesus Christ Superstar where Jesus is walking and people are pulling on him, and he's saying, stop, slow down, you're pulling. There's only so much of me, like this, as people were pulling for him left and right, asking for miracles to be given to them, because they knew the power that he possessed as someone who can cure miracles or perform miracles. Well, that's how I had myself feeling yesterday. I found myself thinking of that scene living here in the Philippines. Enough said on that matter. Things are going pretty well, pretty good. I can't complain. It's the beginning of the month, so it's time to do it all over again. I believe I'm going to have some exciting news for you this week after Wednesday regarding my artist Ellen Bayot. So I'm really excited about what's about ready to take place. It's here in the Philippines, it's very hard for an artist to find their own niche, their own venue to perform at. And over the time that places that do have live bands, they're often booked for years, literally, you know what I'm saying? So it's very difficult to solicit a new artist, a new act, some new talent to perform in that place on a regular basis and get paid. Most of the artists are often, cast out to, every now and then taking a stage or something like that matter, maybe sing one song. If you're lucky and if you're good and pushy, you probably can do it too. I was walking Helen and I came across a restaurant that was new. I'm not going to tell you the name of it just yet because we're going to wait and see what happens. And the girl outside said, hey, come in, I make a great cheeseburger. Cheeseburger? Can I buy a cheeseburger today and I'll pay you on Wednesday? As Wimpy would say in Popeye. So I said I'd be right back. So I went and grabbed Ellen and came and we ate. And of course, I'm a salesman. So I was able to talk to him about her coming in there and performing on a regular basis. And it looks very good. It looks very, very good. Again, I will let you know. They're excited. And so it just may happens that I found her a place to perform at, whereas she could be booked there for years and years and years. I guess I am looking to do an afternoon type of venue. I don't want to try to compete with the night venues going on because that's not. I want to cater to give you my vision. I want to cater to those who like the after work crowd. I guess that's how you say it, the after work crowd. So the time we're looking at is like from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 2 hours, where you can come and listen to some music and of course listen to the talent of Ellen Bayou, who is a 2016 daily winner on Showtime. So it's a very small place. Trying to see how to make money from there is very difficult because it's nice to have a band in there with her, but if you bring a band in there, you done took up about a quarter of the eating area. So then not only with the band, but who the band brings. So that's also a concern. So this might be something where. We won't have a band just be performing, off of tracks, which Ellen is absolutely excellent at doing that. So I'm very excited about it, about being able to create this opportunity for her. What manager wouldn't want to have their artists working? My God, I got to get money back from her somehow. again, they're still undecided about how, rather tax each meal, or and even if you tax each meal, to get to 1,000 pesos, which is often the salary that a lot of artists make when they're performing. If they're lucky, you get 1,000 pesos, which is $20 and a hot meal. So her being able to get that through the meals there is very very unlikely, let's say per night or for during that time. But we will see how that turned out, and I will let you know. Of course, my goal for her is to groom her to bring her to the States and have her perform there. It's hard I just have to just like kind of take her off the leash and just let her just do her thing, in spite of my wanting her to learn other songs that would be more applicable to what my goal and my agenda for her to do. But it's good though. Yeah, it's good. So I'm very happy about this milestone here in my level, or my milestone here working with Ellen. She's excited. I'm excited. The people at the restaurant are excited. So we have a date scheduled, but we have another meeting on Wednesday. And I'll let you know from there. Again, other than that, the magazine's going good. I have approval coming in. He's proving the magazine, which is great, which is what's needed to be done. And my God, the mistakes, but see, again, I have mentioned that, I am not, I'm a very poor reader. I'm a very thorough reader, but I'm a poor reader. Spelling has never been one of my strong suits. So forget that, and so grammar has always been, a thorn in my side, but, I will forge through it ahead. I tell kids when I'm doing my motivational speaking that if I was to spell the 12 months of the year on the board, I probably misspelled about 2 or 3, and one being September. I never September, I think it is. I don't know. That may be wrong, maybe right, but that's my birthday. And if I spelled the 7 days of the week, I probably misspelled about 2 or 3 of those as well. I pointed out to say that although that I am not a speller, although I'm not a master reader, I never let that stop me from doing and fulfilling my dream and my goal, which is producing a magazine. So I'm still able to do that. So no matter what it is that you want to do in life, don't give up and don't let nothing stop you. And so Keith's coming in, and he's proofing the magazine. He's also from the United States, so that's kind of good, and so it's nice. So like I said, the magazine's going well. I wanted to tell you there was Chrissy, who is Ellen's daughter. We had a thunderstorm here, lightning and thunderstorm here, and what happened was that my book doctor. Okay, so anyway, we had a thunderstorm here. My bulldog means good morning, and although he looked at me and responded, it's okay, that's quite all right. Maybe he didn't hear me, whatever, but regardless of the matter, the most important thing is that I said it. So you remember that. So some people say, well, they didn't speak back. Well, it doesn't matter if people speak back or not. The most important thing is that you spread your sunshine and your joy whenever you can, and so that's what I intend to do. So anyway, he's coming through and he's proofing the magazine today. Hopefully we get through with it. In that phase, I probably have a page count, and hopefully this month, here before the 15th, it'll be in a printer, at least printing, the first run of the magazine. So this way we'll have something in our hands, which is what I want to do. And then soon after that, then I can move forward. But in the meantime, I have this other project that I have to work on and develop an advertising and promotional avenue as far as, for the Ellen Bayot show. Okay, so that's it. So this is Gerard. I wanted to take this time here to. Oh, I know it's talking about Chrissy. So anyway, we always had a lightning and thunderstorm. And Chrissy said, you have to turn off the TV, of course, the lightning. I said, oh, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't turn off the TV in a thunderstorm. It's not a big deal. And they looked at me like, yeah, you turn it off. So I said, nah, well, I said, look, just to make you happy, I turn it off. So, my reading the papers every day, it turned out that the next day in the papers, there was a woman in the kitchen cooking and she heard this explosion and she went inside and her husband was electrocuted through the television, when lightning hit the TV, and so I said, oh my goodness. So I asked Ellen, before I told her the story, I said, do you have an expression in the Philippines that says, I told you so? And she couldn't quite understand, I told you so. I tell you, sometimes getting things across from someone who doesn't speak the language is fun and frustrating and delightful all at the same time. And she told me what it was, but it wasn't I told you so, it was I told you. So it's a difference. So when I showed her the article, she laughed, I laughed, and of course when Chrissy woke up, she laughed. I said, yeah, I will listen to you guys now on. I will listen to you guys. So anyway, so that's what happened with that on that note. Okay, so other than that, this is Gerard, Chief of Filipino Soul Magazine. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one who see vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. And I'm living good today here in Cebu, Philippines. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. I'll always love you more. I love you like a love song, baby. One of my favorite songs here, we go out this.
Love you, I can't help myself. I know I can't help myself.
Ciao. Oh, okay. I hope you enjoy that. I'm going to stop it right here. Now's a good time. So that's it. You heard the news. No sense in my repeating it. And hey, ciao.